Hey guys, how's it going? I am David, and I'm here for ConMenRDW at Frosty Faustings 2023, and I'm with an awesome game dev here on the show floor. I'm with Paul, co-creator of Tough Love Arena, a really cool game that I literally just found out about yesterday, this weekend. It's been out for a while. I don't know how I missed it, but give me a little bit of history about Tough Love Arena real quick.
Sure, yeah. So Tough Love Arena is a browser-based indie fighting game meant to sort of be the on-ramp for people to learn how to play other 2D fighting games like a Street Fighter or Guilty Gear or something. We've been working on it for about 3.5 years and went into open beta in January of 2021. So we had very rough art and basically just had online multiplayer working. And we threw it out there and got a really positive response and a lot of good feedback. And we've just spent the last 2 years sort of polishing it, adding out features, adding like lobbies and spectating and AI and all these other things. So we're hoping to finish up in the next year or so and take like the beta label off. But the game is fully playable right now. You can play it for free in the browser. And we also have a Steam release that costs money if you want to support us. But the browser will always be free.
That is really cool. That's really awesome that you guys made it a major point in the game's development that you want it to be a free on browser game. Can you give a little explanation of why you guys went in that direction rather than just making just a straight up download on Steam?
Yeah, sure. So part of it was my reason for wanting to start this project was I wanted to teach my coworkers how to play fighting games so that they play fighting games with me. And as I'm sure anyone in the chat who has played fighting games before knows, like, fighting games are hard.
Definitely.
There's an upfront learning curve, and it would sometimes be an extra barrier that they'd be like, oh yeah, you know, Ryu seems kind of cool, I kind of throw a fireball. And then they wouldn't have a chance to play again until the next time we got together, and I brought the PS4 and the fight sticks and everything. So even though people often talk about accessibility in terms of, you know, like simplifying controls and that stuff, it also made me really think about like accessibility and can people access the game? And I thought back, how did I learn fighting games? And it was by tooling around on computers in my school computer lab, running like emulators and playing Flash games and stuff. And since Flash is dead, RIP, that was part of the impetus of like, this could be in the browser. I could re-fulfill that niche, and then kids could play in the computer lab. Me and my friends could play it at work. Just open a tab, boss comes in the room, just Control W, and you know, this could be a really quick, easy way to pick up and play it.
It's really funny that you just mentioned the playing it at school, playing it at work thing. I love that's where your mind is at also, because I was thinking when I was in school, there was always those like couple games that either someone was sneaking on a flash drive, and then they installed it on all the computers, and that's how we were playing games together. Like League of Legends were on the school computers in my school. It was just like all the other gaming websites and stuff like that. So I love that you were taking the opportunity to be like, if this game gets in the hands of high schoolers, productivity is dead. Like it's gonna be.
I'm definitely guilty of some things. It sometimes weighs on my conscience. I try to make sure to tell the kids to stay in school.
Play responsibly.
Yeah, play responsibly. Yeah.
Definitely. But like I said, I love that in general. Just a game that, if I catch myself bored with some friends at like at a sleepover or just hanging out somewhere, and we're just like, we got a computer, we got Wi-Fi. You want to play some Tough Love Trouble real quick? So that's a really cool idea. And then also, I love the roster. It's short, simple, 6 characters, but each character is kind of categorized in their own like fighting style. You got like the quick ones that have like a lot, kind of like mid-range. You have the very quick ones that are like ninja-like, up close and personal rushdown characters. Yeah, and then you have the big beefy dudes, the actual meat of the game, beef and pork. Yeah, and also the categorization is really cool because it's all food-based. Like you got noodle and rice for your starch, you got your beef and pork for your meat, and you got garlic and onion for the flavor. So that's really cool. What was the idea of going with that type of theming for the characters?
So the original theming was the love theme, the name of the game, right? Tough Love Arena. Like the very first design pass that Amy did had the hearts and stuff. And we built that out and we came up with the name, and when we got to a point of like, okay, let's like lock this down a little bit more, we only had 3 characters, which was now known as Noodle, Beef, and Garlic. And we were trying to come up with names because their playtest names were just Arms, Legs, and Beef. And I had gotten very attached to the name Beef. And basically we worked backwards from that of like, okay, well, we could have other food names. What other food names are evocative? Well, Long Arms, Noodle, and, you know, the spicy character can be Garlic. And then when we got further in and I had more moves that I wanted to develop and put in the game, then I had roster size. But, you know, we're still a very small outfit. We're 2 people. Like, it's a lot of work to draw sprites.
By the way, big ups that you guys are only making this game with 2 people. That's impressive. Really cool.
Thank you. That's when we did the sort of clone approach. So Garlic and Onion share a lot of art in terms of like their idle animations, their hit stun, block stun, and some of their normals. But then they have these different special moves that really define their game plan. So it became a very natural extension of then that second row in the roster. Okay, this will be sort of their clone, but we'll put enough emphasis in their special moves to change their win condition, their identity. And then why not have a name that was similar? So at first it was kind of like, I think our first idea was doing like a onion, raw onion, and like beef and medium rare, and some like puns like that.
Kind of like clone type of thing?
Yeah, like, and much more explicitly making their names kind of derivative.
Echoes, if Sakura would like to call them echoes.
Yeah, echoes, yeah. But as we built them out more and they started to really have their own identity, we thought they deserved real names. So we just tried to come up with a name that, yeah, fit in a similar food group, and that's where
Yeah, and even like their character designs, even though like similar body build, there's still like a couple little differentiators in like their designs. Like, I think Onion's the one with like the snapback.
Yeah.
And then
Pork has bunny ears.
Yeah, and Pork has bunny ears, the other ones. Yeah. And the Tims. Love beef's Tims, Pork's Tims. But yeah, the game is free, and you can play it on a browser as long as you have. And you guys have Rollback, crazy Rollback. But this game sounds good, and it's also free. How are you guys gaining profit from this? How do you guys get support from the community other than dope ass merch that I bought from here at their table? Love the stickers and the art. Really good stuff here. But yeah, how are people helping out, and how can they support this game?
Very good question. I wouldn't say we're making money per se, but this is a passion project, and we do have a place that fans can help contribute and at least offset our costs and pay for us to come to stuff like Frosty Faustings. So we have a Patreon that we've had since day one that you can subscribe to, and you gain access to early beta builds on some of the balance patches. And I also like post the full financial breakdown and go through some of the business decisions I've been making. You can buy it on Steam now. So again, the browser will be free, but that's part of why we charge on Steam, so that some of our fans could own a part of the game and feel like they're purchasing something. So you also get some extra skins. You get some different colors for the characters.
It's on like $5 on Steam, right?
It's $12.
$12, still cheap, still great, still worth it.
And we're hoping to port to mobile apps as well, because it does work in mobile web.
Oh,
on
you
your
could
phone,
like have like
browser.
you get one of those backbones on your phone, and you can make that work.
Yeah, so that works.
It's crazy.
But there are some small quality of life improvements I'd like to make. So hopefully by wrapping in an app, we can address those. And otherwise, I stream on Twitch about once a week doing development work, usually Monday nights these days. You can hop by and give me a sub, but yeah, that's the way that people can help chip in.
Awesome. Well, Paul, great talk, great game. Like I said, if you guys want to look this game up, what is the URL, the website people can look up this game?
It is toughlovearena.com.
toughlovearena.com, Tough Love Arena on Steam, and also where can they follow the game other than the website specifically?
Yeah, we have an active Twitter account and a very active Discord community. We have some of these linked within the game, but if you can also go to about.toughlovearena.com, and that just sort of links all of our resources, the Patreon, the Bandcamp for the soundtrack, stuff like that.
Very nice. Again, Paul, thank you so much for talking to me today. Awesome meeting you guys here at Frosty Faustings. I wish I knew about this game sooner, but now I do, and now it's going to just be bookmarked in my browsers forever. And also, thank you so much for y'all for watching. Look out for more Frosty Faustings content on ConMenRDW, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.